So I finished the first book of the Echo Saga, Rise of the Ranger, and I thought, even though I'm not feeling the best, I could make a cup of coffee and talk about what I've read so far of the world of Verda and give you my review as someone who kind of read them backwards. But first, I think an iced coffee is in order, so let's gather what I need. Okay, so I've brewed an Oatly coffee from Nespresso. I have 3 pumps of my chai syrup. I've got my Dreo frothing cold foam. Grabbed myself a little chocolate, and I did mix a little bit of collagen into my coffee just to add some extra sustenance. So like I was saying a few moments ago, I finished Rise of the Ranger, book 1 of the Echo Saga. Woo! These are all my physical copies of books written by Philip Quaintrell. I have the first 2, A Time of Dragons from the Broken Binding, and then A Court of Assassins, which is the first book of the Ranger Archives. And then I have this, when a bunch of books are together. Anthology. An anthology of stories, and Philip Quaintrell contributed to one of the stories. I'm just going to lay it down because that's the second time it's fallen. However, I do own the entire current published world of Verda on my Kindle thanks to the 99cents day Philip and a couple other authors contributed to, and I did get some of their books as well. So, like I said, I finished Rise of the Ranger, book 1 of the Echo Saga. So here's kind of the timeline of everything. So I started with A Time of Dragons 1, finished it like 2 days before the second one came out, read Time of Dragons 2. A Time of Dragons 3 is supposed to come out this summer. I've read all of the Ranger Archives, which is a short trilogy of Asher's Tales, who's one of the main characters, and then the Echo Saga is 9 books long, so I have 8 more books to go. My little is somewhere behind me with the guitars. And then there is a short novella called The Leviathan, which is another Asher tale, which is meant to be read after the Echo Saga. So once all of those are completed, I will read the rest. Now, I have other stories talking about A Time of Dragons from further back on this channel if you care to watch them, with a more in-depth review of the world, of the series, of the word count and everything. But so far, overall as a whole, I am still obsessed. I'm obsessed with the characters, and even though there is a 12,000 year break between A Time of Dragons and Asher, you know it's the same world, you have that same feeling. Like I said in my review on Instagram and Goodreads from Rise of the Ranger, it felt like just stepping in something, your comfort characters, your comfort novel. Over the last year, I really discovered a lot about myself as a reader, and I want to thank authors like Philip Quaintrell, Samantha Shannon, Mark Lawrence, and Matthew Ward. If you find a common theme, they're all promoted by the Broken Binding. And thanks to places like the Broken Binding for picking up these awesome fantasy novels. But my love of reading really started with like Harry Potter, The Inheritance Cycle by Christopher Paolini, and Narnia, and Tolkien, and this whole romantasy thing, which if that's what you like to read, more power to you. I'm glad that you're reading. I'm glad that you're having a good time with it. And I enjoy some of them. Like, I enjoyed Fourth Wing, but Iron Flame and Onyx Storm have left me wanting more. And for me, the books that really bring me the most joy are these high epic fantasy books, and that's what I'm gravitating towards. And through the whole like no buying new books thing that I'm on, I just am realizing how many books I already have in my library that I love. So with my no buying books thing, I did receive my copy of The Dark Mirror from Waterstones literally today, like 4 hours ago. But I pre-ordered that as soon as it was available for pre-order on Waterstones to get a signed exclusive copy. So that doesn't count, it's just the shipping came now. If you pre-order, you understand what I'm saying. So I'm excited to read The Dark Mirror, but I feel like I need to know what happens next with Asha and the gang. So I keep teetering back and forth whether or not I want to dive in and find out what happens with Paige and Arcturus in the Bone season, or if I just blow through the entire remaining 8 books plus a novella of the Echo Saga. I really don't know. I'm a bit of a horse going after a carrot. I think I'm probably going to finish the Echo Saga because it's just top of mind right now, and then go back and do the Bone season, because where the Bone season left off in Mass Falling is at a good stopping point, and there are people who've waited so much longer for this book than I have, that read the original edition of Mass Falling and then had to go through all the revised editions to get The Dark Mirror. Where I started the Bone season after the first revised Bone season came out, and then I just started like tandem reading the originals and the author's preferred text, because I am a nerd. But yes, with all that said, high praises for Philip Quaintrell. There is currently, if you're watching this within somewhat of a recent time, a Instagrammer, Noah's Burks Reviews, doing a Fable book club to read the Echo Saga. Right now the only one that's up is Rise of the Ranger, but I will make sure I have his Instagram handle down below, and you can find him on Fable. It's the same tag, and then you can read the Echo Saga along with me and others if I don't just like dive in deep. And yeah, so definitely check out author Philip Quaintrell. Check out Noah's Burks Reviews so you can read along with us if you so choose to. And as always, thanks for tuning in and watching. This is just a little short video to give you a little update of how things are going. I've got some other personal stuff going on in my life. My husband and I have finally, after 8 years of marriage, decided to invest in a good bed frame, sheets. We've had beds and bed frames and sheets, but we've always like tried to go the cheaper route and cut corners, and it's never really worked for us, and daylight savings kicked our butts, so we decided we're not getting any younger. Time to live at large and make our bed. It's a little treat to ourselves. So yeah, that will be fun. You'll probably see some of that on Instagram, but in the meantime, happy reading, enjoying the shift of daylight. I'm not going to say extra daylight, because if you think you get more light because a man-made time system gives you more light, you were wrong. A man-made time system just moved to move where the light goes. It's the same length of light, only getting longer because of the tilt of the Earth's axis. If you don't know that, please educate yourself. So have a wonderful, blessed day and week, and I'll catch up with y'all later about more of the book buying ban. So thanks. Bye.